Yes, and so I said, well, Susan, if you don't like mayonnaise, you should have said something sooner. What am I going to do with all this extra mayonnaise? Yes, I know. Exactly, that's what I said.
Skeletor!
Oh, what, Whiplash?
Skeletor, we're ready to start the show now.
Oh, well, I'm sorry for my inconvenient mayonnaise story. Get out of my sight before I beat you.
Yes, Skeletor.
Right, let's get on with the show. Greetings! I am Skeletor, and welcome back to SkeleTalk, the series where I answer your questions. It's the internet's best-kept secret. Right, before we get into the questions, it has been brought to my attention that some misinformation was given during last week's show. And I shall address this now. Whiplash, return immediately.
Yes, Skeletor.
Right, you imbecile. Last week you told me that Jason Newsted was Metallica's bass player. This has not been true for 20 years. The position was filled by Robert Triello in 2003. Once again, I have had to rectify your ineptitude.
I'm sorry, Skeletor.
Right, it's not good enough. Go and put on your idiot badge.
Yes, Skeletor. I've done it, Skeletor.
Right, turn around and show everybody. Right, now, get out of my sight before I beat you.
Yes, Skeletor.
Right, on with the show. We start with 3 perfectly reasonable questions from Retro Toy Guy Sai. Question 1. Bruce, Arnie, or Sly? Which 80s action hero would you choose to give an ultrasound to a pregnant hamster? Well, I'm sure this is something we've all thought about, and I assume you mean Bruce Willis rather than Bruce Forsyth, who is dead. Anyway, I would need the help of all 3 action stars. 1 to restrain the hamster, 1 to soothe the hamster, and 1 to carry out the ultrasound. I would let them choose their own roles. Question 2. Which member of the A-Team would be best at singing Happy Birthday to a small orphaned child? Well, I think we'd all agree that Murdoch would be the best choice for this. And question 3. Grapefruit, orange, or banana? Which fruit would be best to snack upon while riding a roller coaster? Well, the citrus fruits would be difficult to peel whilst whizzing about, so the banana would be the only sensible option. Thanks for those questions, Si. Nick from the Action Popcast asks, do you think these glasses make me look smarter? Yes, but the fact that there are no lenses brings you right back down to where you started. I'm sure you must be making a Gryss reference somehow, but I'm happy to report that this has gone over my head. Thanks for writing in, Nick. Kat wants me to call a couple of people for arbitrary reasons. I'll just grab my phone. Right, okay. First, Catwoman from Batman Returns, to read her a famous quote. Right, it's ringing.
Hello?
Hello, Catwoman from Batman Returns. Listen, the question isn't who is going to let me, it's who is going to stop me. Ayn Rand said that.
Okay, did you just call to tell me that?
Yes, but I also want to know what colour panties you're wearing.
I'm not wearing any panties.
Oh, you saucy bitch. Goodbye. Right, next, Kat wants me to call She-Ra and ask how close she is with He-Man. Right, okay, here we go. Right, it's ringing.
Hello?
Hello, She-Ra, it's Skeletor. How close are you with He-Man?
Well, I'm very close with him. What a silly question.
Yes, I know. Tell me, what colour panties are you wearing?
I'm not wearing any panties.
Oh, you saucy bitch. Goodbye. Right. Kat also wants to know my favourite movie featuring skeletons. Poltergeist. They were real skeletons, you know. Real ones were cheaper to obtain than fake ones. Thanks for getting in touch, Kat. Alex James has 3 questions. Number 1. What do you think of Mark Hamill being your voice in Kevin Smith's MOTU series? I think it was a poor choice, particularly when Alan Oppenheimer was obviously available. Question 2. I heard that if Whiplash's head is cut off, it will regenerate. Would the regeneration make him smarter or dumber? I'm afraid you've been misinformed. If his head was cut off, it would make him stop living immediately. Only his limbs and tail can regenerate. And question 3. Is it true that Kate Bush wrote Wuthering Heights in dedication to you because the pair of you were once betrothed? No. She was inspired after seeing the 1967 BBC adaptation of the novel and discovering that she shared a birthday with its author, Emily Bronte. Thanks for the questions, Alex. Highly experienced ninny Gerard O'Connor is of the opinion that I have an oddly shaped skull and asks if the subject makes me cry inside. No, you ninny, there is nothing wrong with the shape of my skull. You've been drinking too much and your eyes are on the piss, you ninny. Mike Ciccone asks, what are some of the internet's other best-kept secrets? Well, I'd suggest checking out the live and moderately entertaining live stream on the Action Pop Cast channel. It's hosted by Nick APD and the idiot that is Monkey Boy. I'll leave a link in the description of this video. Aside from that, I'd recommend searching for videos showing gratuitous cake farts. Thanks for the question, Mike. Jason Raphael Murdoch has 3 questions. Number 1. Which blonde singer would you prefer to watch you shower? Shakira, Britney Spears, or Madonna? I think Shakira. I'd like her to see that I too have hips that do not lie. Question 2. Do you call taking a pee draining your extender? No, I use the British term having a slash. And question 3. Which Hollywood celebrity would you choose to serve one of Beastman's frozen meat logs to? Well, ignoring the fact that you have ended that sentence with a preposition, Julia Roberts is a celebrity to whom I would serve a frozen meat log. Jason also has a question for Scareglow. Scareglow! Scareglow, come here immediately!
Yes, Skeletor.
Right, what do you use to keep your head shiny?
I use bacon grease and a chamois leather.
Why don't you use furniture polish?
I'm not furniture, Skeletor.
Fair enough. Go away now.
Yes, Skeletor.
Thanks for the questions, Jason. Colonel Chrome has 2 questions. Number 1. How do you feel about Frank Langella's portrayal of you in the 1987 movie? Well, I think his portrayal, however mediocre, is probably the best thing about that god-awful movie. Question 2. Can you get me some sexy pictures of Teela, preferably without her knowledge? Yes and no. She did consent to the following photos and has given me permission to share them. I'm not looking to get cancelled today, thank you. Right, here we go. This is one. And here's another. And finally this one. Right, this is the first and last time I will be doing this. Thanks for getting in touch, Colonel Chrome. Andrew wants to know if I am still looking at moving into Castle Grayskull and wonders where the residents do their business. Well, I am indeed planning on moving into the stronghold very soon. I can't take over at the moment because I have a bone in my leg. And as for the lavatories, the castle has exterior toileting facilities and interior chamber pots. Once I move in, I will probably just wee out of the windows. Thanks for the questions, Andrew. Finally, Stephen Gray has 3 questions to see us out. Number 1. What do you think of Sensible Precautions as the name for a hell-raising rock and roll outfit? I think it would be more suited to a hardcore speed punk band. Question 2. What is better, rum and raisin fudge or giving one of your minions a kick in the testicles? Well, I have to say that they are equally excellent, but if I could only choose one, I would choose the fudge. And finally, when travelling on a bus, did you ever peer down that weird periscope thing just to look at the driver's head? Yes, but the funniest thing to do was to draw a willy and balls on a sheet of paper and stick it to the glass with chewing gum. Those were the days. Thanks for the question, Stephen. Right, that's the end of the episode. If you liked it, please do give it a thumbs up and share it with your minions. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and do leave a comment or a question for me for next week. Right, I'm off to watch the Hellraiser remake. See you next time. Bye!